Hey guys, it's Bill. Well, I've got something else I need to show you. It's becoming acorn season just about everywhere, at least in this area. Acorns are dropping everywhere from the big white oaks that we have around here. They're all over the yard. Now I'm going to show you something that you may not know about acorns, so hang in there. Okay, most people are familiar with the two most popular methods to processing acorns. One method is the cold processing, where you actually take the nut meat from the acorn, you crunch it up and mash it up real small, and then you put it in a bowl of water and you leach it out. You let the acorn nut meat fall to the bottom, you pour off the water 3 or 4 times. This could take days, even a week or so to do. But what this process does is it allows the starches to stay in the acorns and allows you to store it over a period of time. And the starches is what binds all your breads and stuff like that together and allows you to thicken soups and stuff with the acorn meat. Okay, the other method is boiling. Boiling acorns, it takes a few hours. You actually have to take the acorn meat and pulverize it and put it in boiling water, transfer it from one boiling pot to another boiling pot to another boiling pot 3 or 4 times to get out the starches. And what that does is allow you to make a pretty good bannock bread out of it at that point. But it's not good for storing. What I've came up with is another method, which is multi-use. And what I've got here, and this annoying little sound here off to the side, is I've got my coffee pot steaming, and I've got acorns in the top, which I'm going to show you here in just a minute. So nothing hard, basically just take the acorns, de-shell them, and we're going to let that boil for a few more minutes while I'm talking about this, and then I'm going to show you the process. Basically I just take the nut meat and put my coffee pot on top and just steam them, which I can do over an open fire in the woods. And what this does is this pulls out all the tannins and all the starches down into the bottom of the pot. Well, what's in the bottom of the pot is really the secret. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut this down and see if this is boiled long enough. I ain't hardly been in there 20 minutes yet, but it's been in there, well, probably about 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing off so I don't get burnt. I'm going to give it a try. We may have to do it a little bit longer, but it may have already been in there long enough. Oh yeah, well, it's looking pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and shut this off. Ouch. I knew the pot would be hot, so I brought the rag. Set these acorns out of the way. Okay, and of course be careful when you do something like this. Don't want anybody to get hurt. So I've only done a few. Ouch. And I'll show you here. See, it's just a nut meat. Didn't pulverize it or nothing. And what that does, that releases all the starch and all the tannins out into this water right here. And at this point, they're perfectly palatable. You can eat them for a nice little protein snack. And they don't make your face draw up from all the starches and stuff like that. It's also, so what's happened at this point, man, that was pretty good actually. So that's a good way, a quick little way of making a good little snack in the woods. But now what we've also made here is what I really wanted to show you. And actually pretty good. And I'd say another probably 5-10 minutes and they'd be even better. It tastes sort of like a chestnut once you steam all the tannins out. And it happens really quick. So you don't have to do all the days and stuff of leaching, because, well, what I'm trying to do right now is not store this nut meat for a long period of time or make bread out of it. What I actually wanted was this water right here. Now this water's hot right now, so I'm not going to go sticking my hands down in it. But what that is, we've just made a hydrosol. Now this is a mixture of water and the tannins and the oil from the acorns. Let's see if I can get a little bit out of there. All right. What we just made, what I was telling you, is a hydrosol water. Well, this hydrosol water that's in here is antibacterial. So now we can take this water and we can wash the stinky parts in our body while we're out in the woods. So if you're out in the woods for a few days or something of that nature, and you just want to kind of clean up, maybe even clean your socks off, not a big deal. I've actually taken this water before and poured into the brim of my hat, which I done with Kenneth Graham one time on a meetup, and showed him. We did a little setup with the hat, and of course my hat, after a couple of days of wearing it, got a little ranky. And I take this hydrosol water, pour right into the brim of my hat, and it kills all the stinky. So there you go, guys. It's a neat little process. Very easy to do. You can do it right in your coffee pot. You probably figure out a way to do it in a canteen if you figure out a way to put a top on it and steam the acorns. So without even crushing them up, it's a great way to have a good little protein snack in the woods. And if there's any grubs in there, we might even have some grubs to snack on. But they're perfectly palatable. Like I said, they taste sort of like chestnuts. And we got a good hydrosol water to clean up with and wash the stinky parts. Well, there you go, guys. There's another little tip. And a good way to eat acorns on the trail. And a good way to take a bath. See you next time. Thanks, guys.